Hey everybody, Fat Cracker here. You know what time it is. It's time to cook. Tonight I got one I hadn't had in a long time. Family used to make it when we were growing up. I'm gonna make it tonight, minus a few ingredients we used to use when I was younger. But we're gonna do beef stroganoff. And I'm gonna show you how I make it. And I ain't buying any recipes or anything like that as far as I remember. Like I said, I'm missing one, which is a cooking wad. So I ain't really worried about that. And we're gonna add a little bit. When I was younger, we used to use London broil. I'm gonna twist it up a little bit tonight, you know me, because I'm gonna do ribeyes, about 3 ribeyes, sear them up, cut them up, put them in there. Well, we'll get everything ready and we'll get to cooking. All right, we got our Dutch oven out. I'm gonna try to do it in this week. Hopefully I won't go overboard with it, but we got a half a stick of butter melted down and ready to go. So we're gonna start searing our steaks in there. Ribeyes are seasoned with salt, pepper, garlic. We'll set that in there. We'll do 2 at a time. And what we're going to do is sear them up real good each side. Wasn't really hot enough yet, but we're going to let that go. I want to get a nice crisp brown on each side. And then when we get it, we'll cut them up and get them ready, and then we'll build the rest of the dish. So we'll let these cook. Once they get to where they need to be, I'll show you there, but we'll be back. All right, if you look at the steaks there, that nice brown crust, that's what I'm striving for. Now that I got my pan where it needs to be, it's probably about 2 to 3 minutes each side. Still going to leave a little rare in the middle. So that's where I want it. Once we get it all put together, it'll cook the rest of the way. So we'll finish up right here. I got these 2 and 2 more to do. And we'll get them cut up and we'll finish making the dish. All right, guys, so these steaks have cooled a little bit. I'm going to cut them and show you what I'm shooting for here. And then, like I said, when I put them back in, they're going to cook the rest of the way for all those that might be a little faint of heart. Cut that. Still nice and red in the middle. I don't know if you can see it real good. Let me pick it up. It's still pretty rare, but I just wanted to get the good sear on it so I can have the flavor in the pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down to cubes and put everything back in the pot. So cubes about that size. We'll probably cut that one in half there. Take all that and put it back in the pot. Now for this recipe, you can use any kind of meat. Like I said, when I grew up, it was always London broil. You can use sirloin, chuck roast, whatever you think. But I'm using this because I know it's going to be tender when I'm done cooking it. So let me get this cut up, and then we'll go back over to the pot and finish making the meal. Y'all keep watching. All right, we got our Dutch oven heating back up. We got our steaks all cubed up, and now we're going to proceed with the rest of the cook here. So we got this heating back up. So what we're going to do now, with all those drippings in there, we're going to add 1 large onion, 1 small onion, yellow onion. Get that in there. We'll stir that around to try to pull that off the bottom of the pan. Hopefully. We'll get that in there, brown down. You can see it's starting to pull it. And then we're going to add, we got that going. Since it's already cooking down, we got something else we need to cook down. We're going to add some white mushroom and let them cook down. And continue pulling that up off the bottom of that pan. We'll cook this down. And then once it gets cooked down enough, we'll come back to it and we'll get to finishing this up. Y'all stay tuned. All right, we got our mushrooms and onions cooked down. We got the pan deglazed. We got that down. So now we're going to come over. We're going to add our meat back in, all cubed up. Get that in there and try to mix it up real good. Make sure we get all them juices. We'll be right back. All right, we got our meat in. We're going to mix it in. Get those onions and mushrooms mixed in. Get them mixed in good. And I also wanted to bring up, I know a lot of people don't like what I use as far as meat because of the fat in it. If you don't like that, go find you a lean piece of meat, like a filet or something like that if you want to. Be a little more costly, but whatever you got to do to not have the fat. I like the fat for flavor. All right, we got that all mixed together. So now what we're going to do is we got a 22-ounce can of mushroom soup condensed, cream of mushroom soup. We're going to get all that in there. So mix it down in there. We got our egg noodles cooking over here on the other burner. That's going to be what our stroganoff goes on. We'll get that in there. And then we got one 10-ounce can of cream of mushroom soup. We're going to get that in there. We're going to stir it around. Get it mixed in real well. All right, guys, so we had some technical difficulties, and I apologize for it. So I added the mushroom soup, mixed it in. It was a little thick. So what I did then was I didn't buy beef broth. I forgot to buy it at the store. And so I had to make my own. So I took a pot of water, put some bouillon cubes in there, beef bouillon, mixed it down. So I put a little bit of there to thin it out. As you can see, I might have to add a little bit more because it's big cooking. Then I put some Worcestershire sauce in there, and you can put it in there whatever your taste is. And you want to let this simmer for a little while. Let that meat finish cooking. Keep tendering down with all the juices. And I'm going to add a little bit of more beef broth to it. And put the lid on it. But we'll let this cook and simmer. 15, 20 minutes should be enough to get that meat where it needs to be. And then we'll come back and we'll add the final ingredient. And once we do that, let it cook just a little bit longer. It'll be ready to plate. So y'all stay tuned, keep watching. All right, we've simmered down. Meat's tender, I tasted it. So now we're going to add the final ingredient and turn the heat off and let this just simmer with the heat that's there. So we'll go ahead and turn the heat off, get that simmer off. Then we're going to add a whole 16-ounce thing of sour cream. And like I said, other people add like Dijon mustard, cooking sherry, stuff like that. But this is all I do, keep it about as basic as I can. Get this in here. It'll lighten it up and thicken it up at the same time. Got that. And then we'll mix that in. And it kind of gives it a unique flavor too, along with thickening it up. Let that mix in. So I'll finish mixing this in. I'll get my noodles done there. And then we'll throw some on a plate. We'll be back. All right, we're back. So we got our stuff. Here's our bowl of noodles. We got egg noodles there. And then we're going to take a couple spoonfuls, put it over the top. Make sure we get a little bit of everything in there. Mushrooms, onion, some of that steak. And there's how I make my bowl. And then give me just a second. We'll step back here. We'll do a taste test. All right, everybody, here we go. We're going to give it a taste test. Everybody here looking at me. Cool it off a little bit. Tastes like beef stroganoff for me. Meat's tender. Everything's good. Pretty good dinner right here. Remember, guys, if you ain't trying, you ain't making it, bud. Y'all have a good one.